how to start investing in real estate with little money. No, I didn't say zero, but I mean little money, a little money. I'm going to show you how. Let's go. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to invest in real estate with little money and without going into debt. One. Number two, how to do it without spending very much time. And then number three, how to do it with just a little bit of money. And I'm talking just a few $100s. So number one, let's talk about how to invest in real estate without getting into debt. So this is pretty easy because there's lots of strategies to do some. And I'm gonna give you like the most popular ones because we'd be here all day if I told you all of them. But the primary most popular strategies for investing in real estate with little money is gonna be number one, wholesaling. Number two is going to be lease purchases, and then another one is going to be joint ventures, okay? So let's go through those really quickly. So with wholesaling, the reason why you don't need a lot of money is because most of your money will be spent on marketing. Because with wholesaling, let's go back, you are going to be finding people with property problems, that are willing to sell their properties at a discount. You're going to get those properties under contract, and then you're going to assign that contract for a fee, or you're going to flip that contract to an investor who can, after you close on, either you'll close on it really quickly and then immediately sell it to an investor, and then you'll get the spread. So it's pretty easy to do this without a lot of money because most of the money will be spent, if you have to spend any, will be spent on your marketing. And again, I have tons of video to show you lots of low-cost ways to market for wholesale deals and to really get started. The second thing, like I said, is going to be lease purchases. So this is little money. So literally, you can lease properties and then put tenants in the property that are paying more than you are. This is going to be amazing. I'm actually so excited. So let's talk through this one because I want to spend a little bit of time there because this is fun stuff for this time right now. We're in 2020. So I have a lot of students that are going out, and again, they have little money, and they're literally leasing properties and they're turning those properties into Airbnbs. Okay? Yes, they're turning those properties into Airbnbs where they're renting the property out on a nightly basis. So they're leasing properties, again, with the landlord's permission. They furnish the property, they put towels and plates and, the necessities in there that people need, and then they list it for free on some websites, okay? And Airbnb is just the most popular one. It is not the only one. There's Airbnb, there's HomeAway, there's Vacation Rental by Owner, what we call VRBO. Again, tons of websites. I could go on. And again, if you want more information, you can click below, go to Noelle's free training, or click below and reach out to us directly if you're really interested in doing this with us. But the key to it is they're renting the property, say for $1,000 per month, and they're renting it out for probably at least $100, $150 per night. So just do the math on that for a second, and you can really see how they are making a lot of money on a property each month, but they did not spend a lot of money to get the property, okay? Just a few $1,000s in that case, because you may have to put a security deposit down. But that's a really low-cost way to do it, and in many cases, you don't have to put much money down for the security deposit. I'm gonna tell you a little bit later how you could do that, like with not even $1,000. So that's one way. So another way is joint ventures. Joint ventures are where often a seasoned investor, maybe they have good credit, and they can go get a hard money loan. They may partner, and because I just had a student that did this, with someone that works full-time and doesn't have time to manage the project, okay? Just using that as an example, because I just had a student in Oregon. He's full-time in this real estate thing. He wanted to do it. He had quit his job. Before I met him, he had quit his job, and he really wanted to do it, but he was struggling. And so the problem was he was trying to do everything by himself. So I introduced him into the world of joint ventures and finding working people that want to flip a home but don't have the time to manage the project. They have no idea how to find contractors. They have no idea how to manage contractors, but they have income and they have credit. So you can partner with these people and they will put in something, and then you manage the project and you guys split the profit. That is just one example of a joint venture. I could go on and on. I partner with my students all the time. In many cases, I do the hard money loan and put that in my name and my company's name because I have established, and they manage the project, and then we split the profits. And actually, I'm gonna tell you another quick secret. That was actually how I got my first really profitable fix and flip, okay? I partnered with my coach, and then we did a 70-30 split. And all I had to do was find the property, okay? He basically did everything else, and I walked away with a check for $17,000. He put the financing in his name, and then he was more experienced than I was. Obviously, I didn't know what I was doing, so that's why we didn't do it 50-50. We did it 70-30. But all I had to do was find the property and get the person under contract. He handled the rest, and we split it, and I walked away with over $17,000. So I'm telling you, this is not hard to do at all. We definitely can talk about this a little bit more. If you have some questions about it, you can give me a comment below. We can have a conversation on it. I absolutely love this. But joint ventures is a great way to start with little money. The next thing that we have where you can really get investing in real estate with little money is finding pooled real estate funds. So I'm going to give you a great example, and something that I still do today is I was able to find and invest with people that already had portfolios of properties that were rental properties, and we would pool our money together. We would all come together, and we would own hundreds of properties, and I would receive residuals from them. And so that's a really amazing thing that you can do. And I'm telling you, in many cases, you can start with just a few $100s. In fact, there's a link below. We actually have created our own fund with some pretty wealthy people, and we're inviting other people into this where they can start getting checks every 3 months. So this is no longer just for the wealthy doctors and lawyers and all of those type of friends that I had. This is now for you, because you can start making money investing in real estate, and you can actually take the checks that you're getting from those pooled funds and still have your own real estate company and start making money with your own real estate company. So this is just smart investing, people. Okay, well, that wraps up today's episode. Like I said, I've shown you how to do it with little money, how to do it without going into debt. You know, I gave you some great ways: wholesaling, lease purchases. None of those require any debt. I gave you ways to do it that doesn't require much time. And literally the last option that I gave you, the one that we have below, will not require any debt. It doesn't require any time from you, and it only requires a little bit of money. So honestly, we have the answer for all three for you, but there's other options all around. So check us out, see what we have, and then start working on your business as well, because I want you to be successful. This is all about you.